Eisen! Why the hell didn't you say something?
Calm down. You were passed out at the time, okay?
I'm going. I've got to stop him!
What's going on?
We got a message from the Von Eltia.
That's great. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, for now.
Huh?
While Benwick and the others were making their getaway, they got word that Eifried was spotted at Endgame. They said they're on their way to Lionel Island to meet him.
That has to be...
Yes, a trap. No doubt set by that horned demon, who may even be Eifried himself.
Eifried is a demon? Are you serious?
I said may.
Let's head to Lionel Island. Whoever it is, it's a lead. Besides, we can't afford to lose the Von Eltia.
How will we get there? Zavid probably sailed off with the ship we came in on.
We'll steal one from the harbor. I may be a calamity, but I'm frugal.
Aren't we all frugal? Just gotta penny pinch where you can penny pinch. It's just the way life is.
Take a look at this.
Yeah.
Scout ship. Curse it all. If only I'd noticed sooner.
If you had noticed it sooner, what was your plan?
Prince Percival safely made it back to the capital. The Abbey used everything they had to rescue him.
I heard he was kidnapped by the Lord of Calamity. So if they got him back, that demon must be...
Dead, along with all of her gang. That's what a friend of mine in the Royal Army told me anyway.
The Abbey's propaganda at work again, I see.
We're finally safe! Hurrah!
Hold up. From what I hear, no one knows if the Lord of Calamity actually gave up the ghost. Her hideout got destroyed, but some say she managed to escape.
What makes them think she escaped?
Fishermen from Port Renede saw a fleet of Abbey ships near that island that's rumored to be a prison. Just a little bit later, they saw a pirate ship speeding away from the area where the Abbey ships were headed.
Well, that was definitely us. Guess it isn't that easy to hide the truth.
There was some talk a while ago about prisoners' bodies washing up on shore at Port Renede. So that story sounds plausible at least.
It does. And here I thought I was safe. So where did the Lord of Calamity go?
The Abbey needs to get their act together and put that monster down already.
Go ahead. Talk all you like.
Just right over here. Brr. But what could the Lord of Calamity be after? He's out to destroy humanity, right? Demon Blight was his doing, too. But why would anyone bear such hatred towards humanity? What reason do you need when you're a monster to the core? It's kind of sad, actually. I hate you all. Although, if I ever manage to open an Alpha Black Lotus, I'm selling it and I'm retiring. Just saying.
I saw an Abbey ship heading toward the Sea of No Return. I wonder what they're doing.
They've made that whole area off limits. The Guild got an order from the Abbey telling us to stay away.
They're being nice and careful, and taking precautions to keep the secret of Hexen Isle just that.
Yeah, but order or not, no one here is stupid enough to try to sail there.
It's said that compasses go dead, and monsters from the deep appear to swallow ships whole. Whatever the case, ships really have sailed there to never return. Everyone knows that the Sea of No Return is bad news.
Come to think of it, I heard a ship from some other town strayed into those waters and got attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? You sure they didn't just get a bad case of the Corsair Scourge and dream up the whole thing?
Well, that was my reaction, but then again, the Abbey did tell everyone to stay away, so something must be there. Whatever it is, we'd all best leave it be.
The Sea of No Return. What a poetic name.
For the Malachim taken there, that poem is a tragic one.
Everywhere the Abbey sets foot ends up the same.
Oh, the reprint. Yeah, I could see that happening. Dragons are monsters from fairy tales, but so are werewolves and zombies. Demon Blade has made those real. Who's to say it won't do the same with dragons? No way! Dragons are just too dangerous, too powerful. They can't be real. If they were, even exorcists wouldn't stand a chance. Well, you got the Sea of No Return. Someone must have returned, so you knew it was the Sea of No Return. I mean, how do you know those people actually went out to the sea? Maybe they just decided to take a vacation spot and not come home. Oh look, this ship looks stealing worthy. Right?
How about this one? The hull looks sturdy, and I don't see anyone aboard.
You're surprisingly into this.
Maybe you've got a criminal streak in you after all.
What? No,
What do you think, Eisen?
She'll do. Let's take her.
She'll do. I'm just eager to get this done. In any case, let us hurry to Lionel Island. Off we go.
Eisen, everything all right?
We're almost at Lionel Island, all thanks to this ship. She's got a good compass.
Yeah.
If only my inner compass held as steady. From the first moment I laid eyes upon that demon, I think I knew it was Ifrid. But some part of me refused to accept it.
That's because you're Ifrid's friend, don't you think? After all, he taught you that the Reaper's curse was part of you, part of your creed.
We were lost at sea once. 20 straight days we floated together, close to death. And all he says is, you sure know how to liven up an adventure.
He sounds like an incredible person.
You did the same thing for Velvet, you know.
Only because you taught me how, Eisen. Your wheel is yours to hold, right?
That's right. That's what it is to live by one's...
Look, it's Lionel Island.
Not good. The Von Eltia's already there. We're too late.
Eleanor! What's going on? What happened? A horned demon attacked us out of nowhere!
They're breathing. Barely.
Zavid rushed here to save us. Had he not come when he did, we'd all be dead.
This is all because I hesitated.
Where'd they go? Zavid lured the beast away, towards the interior.
Let's go.
Boss time after we talk to all the people on the ground. The fight between Zavid and the horned demon moved into the island's interior. Be wary, the demon is hiding something. Well, not you. I would like to talk to the guy on the ground, please. Ugh. Good to see you safe, Skipper. Fool, you're no good to me if you don't watch out for yourself. Whew. That'd be worm food right now if it weren't for Laphicet's healing. Ugh. That guy throws one hell of a punch. Skipper, I think that may be the meanest foe we've ever faced. Aye, no mistake. The message that told us to come here was in a code known only to the Van Alita's crew. Why would it lead us into this mess? It's a trap. Damn, watch yourself, Skipper. That horned brute is... No, it couldn't be. You'd never fight like that. Simmer down, Benwick. I'll do what needs doing. I'm sorry, that horned demon's fighting style is so fluid. It's like he got no style at all, in fact. I couldn't lay a finger on him. Wah, don't leave me, Dial. Don't worry, come on. I think I caught a glimpse of hell there, but I'll be fine. Seriously, worst character in this game, in my opinion. It's like painful. I'm hoping that in that recording booth, they got all the crying done at once. I didn't have to keep going like, oh, here comes some lines again. More crying. Eh? exit. 48. No, let's. Come on.
Looks like you want to die.
Right? Yeah, that's fire. Oh, we're gonna beat him up, don't worry. Main villain? I mean, I don't know. He's okay.
Well, that about does it.
It's not the worst logic I've ever seen for being bad. But, I mean, you know, both characters in games sometimes are just there because plot. Still think the worst offender for it is LA Noire. That was painful. Because plot. There may be, like, worse out there, but that is, like... I feel like my number one offender for the whole... We need things to happen. Yeah, go plot. That makes literally no sense, but dang it, plot. I mean, great game. Don't get me wrong. Really good. Those like strong recommendations, but story rating. Okay.
Is that demon really Ifried?
Yes, it is.
Eisen would know better than anyone, so I'd take it as a fact.
But I thought when people have a strong will like you and Kurogane, they don't lose themselves upon becoming a demon. From how Eisen talks about him, I'd say his strength of will should be considerable.
Even if you don't lose yourself, a demon is a demon. When you change, you're no longer human. I don't remember how I felt as a human, but I bet the human me would have thought I'm a real monster.
But would the old part of Ifried allow him to be so obedient to the Abbey?
No. He didn't seem to be following Melchior of his own free will. I imagine Melchior's illusory arts are at play.
Like what we saw at Loringen in a ball? Is that enough to control a demon?
They would seem so. But more importantly, someone with a psyche resilient enough to impress Eisen should be extraordinarily hard to turn into a demon.
So Melchior must be using a particularly nasty illusion, eh?
Ifried, Eisen, please be okay.
Oh. What was so bad about Team Flare and Pokemon? I mean, when I say that, almost all Pokemon villains, like the Team Rocket equivalent, are all kind of on it.
We have to hurry. Zavid's all alone.
Well, he's not exactly an ally. He's got his own creed. Remember the White-Horned Dragon? He might try to protect Ifried.
So Eisen might too, right? This is Ifried we're talking about, so...
He's a demon now. He's not Eisen's old buddy anymore.
Even if we can't bring him back to being human, there has to be something we can do to make him... himself again.
If he's a demon, he'll never be himself again. He attacked Benwick and the rest of his crew. The old Ifried's gone.
So... what does Eisen plan to do?
I don't know. That's up to him. Worst case, we might have to fight him too. It's best you prepare yourself for that possibility.
But...
Wait. Was the mother to him and younger than him? Were they the biological mother, or were they just a stand-in? You know, I'm not your true mother, but I'm the best thing you have for a mother. Or is there just some kind of weird, janky... Sorry. I don't want to know. I kind of want to know. A little bit of curiosity's kicking in there. But those things always look so cool. Do do, surfing on by, do do do. Like, I mean, ignoring like the whole story and anything, like Gundam I always thought was cool for like anime show Gundam, like the whole thing, games, all of that. That was so cool. But I feel like the guy probably came up and was like, yeah, let's have this. And they're like, what's the plot? And they're like, plot? I just want them fighting for like an hour. We'll have different colored ones each week. Like, oh, you better tack something on there. I don't know, I don't... This could be like my child memory of it. I don't remember them being that superb. But I haven't seen it for quite some time. Sometimes child brain, you remember things being like super duper. I couldn't tell you. I would have to like do a bit of Googling. Oh man, I went all the way around for nothing. There was a jump there. Ugh. I think it's the, yep, middle. I need. Yeah. Oh, almost there. I'll have to jot those down and check them out. And now I kind of want to... That Gundam is perfect for, you know, you gotta do some farming later. Gotta get that flour. Oh. There we go.
Zavid, you all right? Stop. I know these fists. This is Ifrid.
Why didn't you fight back?
Ifrid. She pulled me back from the brink. I owe him. This time, it's my turn to bring him back.
A demon can never be human again.
So what? It's supposed to make me change my creed? What do you think, Ifreed?
Savid!
Going after kids now? Benwick and your crew risked their lives by your side. Savid's an idiot, but he stands by his beliefs. I won't let anyone trample their creeds. Even you!
Oh, good. He's good.
I owe you everything, Ifreed. And now, it's time to pay it back!
Are you all right with this, Eisen?
I am. Let's settle this.
Easier said than done. He's a sturdy birdie.
Damn right he is. And that's why I've got to do this.
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal.
See this? No escape!
Oh, I never adjusted my team. I still have the wrong people stand by. Oops. Okay, how many Gundams are there? I thought there was like, maybe like 3? Maybe not that low, but it sounds like there's a buttload from the way you guys are talking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know I'm right. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, yep.
I can't get out of here.
Someone pick me up. Without me having to tell you to pick me up. Oh, that looks like someone picking me up. I feel like you guys are just speaking gibberish now. Yay! We did it.
End of the road.
Taking hostages now.
I'm sorry.
sorry. Just forget about me. I'm prepared for whatever happens.
All right. You've grown. You're a man now. Family, friends, everything I ever tried to hold on to, all of it trickled away, fell from my grasp. But a certain idiot once told me, if you can't hold something in your hand, then make a fist and take it by force. This fist will take everything back. Just like you told me to!
I know this fist. It's you. Sorry. Caused you a lot of trouble, didn't I?
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right?
Ifrid!
Wait, we can do that?
A demon changed back into a human?
Forget it. It's too late.
I'm sorry. If I only knew how to use my power.
Stop crying. Didn't you say you were prepared for anything?
But, Eisen, you were searching for Ifrid for so long.
You're still as soft as you ever were. Boy, I'll let you in on little secrets. Your power comes from being part of Innominat. Which means, if you can seal off his domain, you actually got a chance of putting up a good fight.
Seal off his domain?
The 4 elemental Empyreans sleeping in the earth pulses. If you can rouse them from their slumber. Hurry, while Artorias and Innominat are occupied. They're getting ready for some ceremony of suppression. It's now or never, kid.
Thank you, Ifrid.
I'm just sad I can't go with you. It sounds like a goddamn blast.
I won't apologize.
You shouldn't. I'm grateful. You always kept things from getting to home. If we ever meet again, let's raise some hell. Eisen.
Yeah, we will. See you, Ifrid. I owe you one, Zavid.
We had a chance to bring him back, but you went and killed him. Next time I see you, we'll settle the score. Between me and your creed.
See you around, Zavid.
Whoop! Rebels! A bottomless Denora bottle. Inexhaustible Denora bottle helps you forget all that escaping from dungeons.
So, we need to wake the 4 elemental Empyreans?
But how do we do it?
Dunno. Maybe you tickle their divine footsies with a feather until they...
You're back!
And you're looking better.
Somehow. But what happened to that demon?
We killed him. Benwick, he...
Let me tell him. The rest of you, find Grimoire and ask her about the 4 Empyreans.
Eisen.
Are you sure?
Do it. He gave us this chance. We can't waste it.
Okay.
Hey, expedition's back. Doot, doot, doot. Ugh.
Eye of newt and mushroom spore, tender.
Hey, snow globe growth. Snow globe received from the inhabitants of Depot Island. A flower inside blooms as its owner grows. Nice. Out you go again. Well. Pirates knew what they were facing when the Horned Demon attacked. Even so, through sadness and anger, they gallantly battled on. Not one backed down. That's the power of humanity, wouldn't you say? Pirates all seem pretty down. It's not their fault, though. That Horned Demon was really scary. A number of pirates passed away in the attack. When an outlaw meets his end, it's his own fault. But still, how could a captain slaughter his own crew? It's too cold-blooded, even for a lizard.
Resurrect the elemental Empyreans. True. If we do that, we might be able to suppress Inominat's domain.
It may even liberate the minds of the Malakim that Inominat has under his control.
I'm sure some will no longer obey their exorcists.
Good. We'll take a big bite out of their forces.
More importantly, Inominat will lose the ability to enhance the resonance of his exorcists. Most exorcists will no longer even be able to perceive Malakim at all, just like before. Of course, anyone as innately gifted as me is another story.
Will I... become unable to see Laphicet?
We won't know until we try.
Eleanor...
Then let's give it a shot. I'll accept whatever happens.
But these elemental Empyreans, they're gods, right? You sure it's okay to disturb their beauty sleep?
They control the 4 elements. Waking them is likely to upset the balance of the world quite a bit.
I'll take that as a no, then.
We don't even know how to revive them. At worst.
If it's anything like the opening, then we need to offer a sacrifice at the Earth Pulse on a Scarlet Night.
We have to kill someone?
The act of killing is not essential to the ceremony. All that's needed is a soul free of malevolence.
If that's true, then doesn't Velvet already have a whole belly full of them?
The exorcists I devoured.
It's perfect! You're a Therian. You're capable of releasing the power you absorb. The souls of the high-ranking exorcists you ate should do nicely.
Use Oscar and Teresa's souls to resurrect the Empyreans?
It's worth a try, at least. When's the next Scarlet Night? 3 years after the Advent. In other words, soon.
Do we have enough time? The 4 Empyreans are asleep in different places, right?
Correct. 4 Earth Pulses for 4 Empyreans. But if you use a life pool, you may be able to awaken all 4 at the same time.
A life pool?
Earth Pulses normally flow horizontally, but in exceptionally rare cases, they can flow vertically. This causes energy to collect at the Earth Pulse's base, forming a life pool. Though sometimes the energy flows the other way, upward, into what's called a life spring.
Oh, so if we make use of one of these life pools, a single sacrifice could reach all 4 Empyreans.
Where are they? There's a life pool in the northern reaches of Midgand, but I heard a large temple was built over it recently.
That's the Empyrean throne! We can't go there, it's Inominat's home base!
Bye, Rebellion.
Most unfortunate.
Couldn't we use a life spring?
Have a good day.
It all connects to the same place, right? We'll have to go against its flow, but...
We'll force the soul right down its throat.
Where's the nearest life spring?
Our best bet would be Mount Killerhouse.
Eisen?
I'm fine. What's done is done.
Killerhouse? That's the volcano on the northernmost tip of Northgand, but it's a hellscape of ice and lava!
Naturally. KillerHawk is the most powerful life spring there is.
So, in short, We shoved the souls of the exorcists into the molten core of that volcano.
That should awaken the 4 elemental Empyreans. Together, they will seal off Innominat's domain. It's just a theory, but...
It's one I'll put my money on.
Me too.
Then we're off to Northgand. Mount Killerhouse is north of Helavis.
Okay. We're as ready as ever. Sorry, but it'll take a lot more than that to break Ifrit's crew. Come on, it's time for action. Sitting around and taking it is against our creed.
The ship's ready to sail. Where are you headed?
We don't have a problem. If you've got a grudge, we can settle it here and now.
Huh? Why would we have a grudge against you guys? The first mate fought like the first mate. The captain died like the captain, right?
I suppose.
Then no swabby here can blame you for what happened. We're Ifrit's pirates, and don't forget it. We're not so pathetic that we need pity from some Lord of Calamity.
All right. The ship's in your hands.
Aye aye. You can count on us.
Awakening the elemental Empyreans by injecting exorcist souls into Mount Calaris. As a plan, it's sheer lunacy, but we have no other weapons with which to fight Nominat. Ha! I've never done something so ridiculous. It's actually rather thrilling.
The Von Eltia looks the same as ever. But it feels utterly different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Even Benwick looked like he'd been crying.
I can imagine. But if we let ourselves despair now, we'd be a disgrace to Ifrit's creed.
We have to swallow our anger and grief, and sail on.
Right. Following a creed isn't always pleasant. We must do what we must.
I won't allow the Abbey to do things like this.
Destroying someone like that. Turning them into a puppet. It's unconscionable.
Still, a heart can never be fully bridled. It can be shattered, but never erased entirely.
Ifrid proved that.
Right. His body is gone, but he lives on through his crew. Magilu is right. What lives in one's heart can never be erased.
Yeah. The heart is eternal.
Let's go. Let's move. The captain's creed is with us as long as the Van Alita still sails. Yep. Off we go to certain doom, death, destruction. Probably.
I see. Orichalcum or not, Stormquell snapped like a twig.
I'm afraid so. It was Innominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough. Forgive me. I thought I had found clarity, but it was only foolish pride.
You should be proud. You are, without a doubt, the greatest swordsmith in the world. I'm looking forward to your next blade.
Even now, you would still place your trust in me?
Of course. Is there any other swordsmith who could craft a blade out of orichalcum? You're a master of your art. A visionary who spent centuries working to forge a blade of legend. I'm honored to know you.
Aww.
I don't know what to say.
Unless, of course, you've given up on making a sword to surpass Stormhowl.
Does this look like the face of a man who's given up?
Yes?
Not in the least.
We're making good time.
The only
she's still on the
problem is
boat.
that ceremony that Artorias was going on about. We don't know how long it'll take.
Ifrid said they called it the Ceremony of Suppression. Most likely, It's how Inominat plans to release his power.
Most likely. He hasn't absorbed Laphicet in your despair, so Inominat should still be incomplete. But if his powers fully awaken...
Humanity will be robbed of their free will.
I can hear them celebrating now. The uglinesses of the human soul are suppressed. And the world is free of malevolence! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Robbing humanity of its will. They'll be like I once was. Something's coming!
Oh, here we go.
Hey, please guys, let's not fight!
Those look like happy people.
This is a domain?
Inominat's domain.
Their wills have been stolen.
It's not been fully sealed away yet. Rokuro, give him a good smacking. Wake him up!
On it.
Aizen!
Got it. We'll put in at the nearest harbor. To Port Zexen!
I almost wish that scene was longer. Whap, whap. It's beautiful animation.
I feel like some jerk played tug of war with my brain.
Dig up some spirit. They're trying to strip away your will.
Oh no! Look! It's that merchant! You're all right!
I do not deserve to be all right. I used people, stepped on them just to make a profit. I even aided wanted criminals so that I could expand my business.
Yeah.
My soul is black with ugliness and can never be forgiven.
He's gonna kill himself.
No, wait! Stop!
The world needs to be purified of malevolence. I don't belong here. I have to die.
Holy Toledo.
I have to die. I have to die.
No, it's not right!
Oh.
You can die if you want, but saying you have to die is a good way to make my blood boil.
Those awakened to their own malevolence seek to end their lives. Welcome to Artorias' uncompromising world of reason.
First they steal humanity's rudder, and now they want to say who lives and who dies?
We should find out what's happening here, unless you'd rather not see.
You're right. I wouldn't. But I won't hide from the truth any longer.
Before anything else, we'll need to confirm just how far his power reaches. Let's head to Logris.
Innominate suppression. Is this the ideal world the Abbey envisions?
Bien! There's no life in anyone's eyes! This isn't a fun place at all! It's not just people's minds being shackled. They're being forced to die, too. It's terrible.
Why would dying be part of anyone's ideal world?
Even under such strict control, new sins can still rise to the surface. If that happens, it's better to end the life of the sinner. Melchior came to the same logical conclusion.
What utter rubbish.
Anyway, we need to get to Logris.
Yes, we do.
What's going to happen to the world? How far will Innominate's power spread? When his domain expanded, I felt a faraway power suddenly come closer. It was enough to blot out the whole sky. I'm sure it's covered other towns too.
His domain has certainly extended to at least the entire populace of this country. Otherwise, what would be the point?
That means what happened at Port Zexen is happening everywhere.
Everyone is either a puppet, or...
dead by their own hands.
Innominate created this ideal hell in a single moment. That's the power we're up against.
So we few are standing against a truly monumental force.
This is your last chance to turn back.
Turn back to what exactly?
Forward or back, we're headed into hell either way.
At least this way, I'll have my own free will. I'd prefer a living damnation to that oblivion.
Well, don't come crying to me later.
Let's move along then.
So
Yes.
this is the result of their ceremony of suppression.
Seems that way. They've brought their peace to mankind.
I mean, technically they did. Ugh, I have sinned. I am a vile, selfish soul. I must die. I must die. I must die. It was always tougher than boiled leather to see him like this. Ugh, I feel so dizzy. I'm not sure whether to blame Innominate or Rokuro's beating. Probably a little column A, little column B. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, we would clear out a lot of sinners pretty fast for everybody, you know. Pet cat is meaningless and only wastes food. It must be eliminated. Whoa, must be eliminated. Can we kill this guy? We're gonna start eliminating cats. I feel like there's a line that needs to be drawn. People, expendable. Cats, dogs, not so much. We're just basically looking at their whole life. I'm surprised everybody just didn't kind of like notch themselves. Everybody at some point in their life has probably done something that's slightly not good. We stand as a shield against demons. We shall become bait for demons. That is the ultimate duty of our generation. No, don't do it. Sacrificing yourself like that would be folly. Words are useless right now, Eleanor. Their minds are filled with twisted reason. Ignore the few, serve the all. Serve, ugh. Give all for the many, dedicate your life. This is true reason, true reason. To rid ourselves of sin, we must rid ourselves of desire. Whoever fails in this is a malevolent soul. They must perish. Wow. The individual is but a cog in service of the whole. Tranquility of all represents the highest level of happiness for the individual. I mean, wow, you guys are really... There's no need for reflection. Do what must be done. Dispel doubt and confusion. Obey reason. You are a vessel for serving the many. Yes, unaware as a Malik.
I was a fool for trying to sell commemorative chalices to the people visiting the Empyrean's throne. Happiness can't be bought with ill-gotten gains made through deception. In an effort to change my malevolent ways, I sold my shop and entered the holy priesthood.
Wow.
Rather than pursue my own greed, I've chosen to dedicate my life to bringing the sacred teachings to all.
Wow, look how shiny and pure he is. So this is what happens when Innominat suppresses all of someone's sins and desires.
How nauseating. And this is the kind of world they're trying to create.
We must cast away all self-serving desires. Deny the self, serve the many. Serve the many. It is our duty to defend this gate with our lives. We will let none through. None must pass. With your life. You know, could just put a lock on it. Just saying. Or maybe just remove the door. Don't even give people an option. You don't have to sacrifice your life for it. I must work for the many. No, I don't want to speak to you. I want that. Excuse me, children. I hate you. It's like right there. You're like, oh, you want to collect this? Too bad. There is no need for thought. Entrust all to the shepherd's teachings. The time of tranquility has come. The gift to the Empyrean Innominat must be obeyed. I provide the sustenance required to sustain the activity of individuals. That is my role. There is no need for emotion. There is no need for thought. Quell perilous emotion. Obey proper reason.
First, I took nectar to escape all my hardships. Then I drank to run from all my pain. Even if I resisted, endured the pain, nothing changed. I've spent my life running. I'm pathetic, but I won't run anymore. I'm disposing of all the drinks in town. What the world needs now isn't dependence, but freedom. And I'll see that we have it.
Hey now, that's the kind of repentance that should only come the morning after a night of fun and too much drink.
And if you're afraid of losing yourself, drinking is a far better option than falling under Innominat's control.
If it was that reasonable to deal with them, we would have dealt with this problem. I can't run away any longer. I must purge my malevolent heart and be reborn as a man of reason. I must change myself, be reborn. I mean, okay.
Hey, you're Kakiku's menagerie.
Ooh, close. It's Magilu's menagerie.
I apologize for always demanding that you entertain me, despite my inability to even remember your name correctly. I'm also sorry to you, miss, for always insisting you do that tedious little bird impression of yours. I feel so bad I could just punch myself. Nay, I must.
I'm not sure if I'm more angry or confused.
It is wrong to seek pleasure from viewing petty tricks and pointless entertainment. Honest hard work alone is right. Someone such as I, who was unable to live in accordance to the simplest of truths, should disappear from this earth. Please, use that special trick you told me of. Make me disappear forever.
A man who is swayed by desires useless to the many. That means I am unworthy of existence. I must be erased from this world. Good lordy. See, everyone's basically coming up to the same conclusion. I give nothing to society. I'm an awful person. There is no place for questions. Simply do what must be done. I'm assuming I'm... Yeah. Straight to Logris, and we'll talk to the people on the way. And I'm just double checking, but something tells me these guys are level 28, yeah. point in fighting stuff right now.
I'll cut down anyone in my...
Hey, I gained a cooking level. Go me. Hello.
We must accept that we all grow old.
Yes.
I can no longer perform the physical labor that allowed me to benefit society. I no longer deserve to live here. I must find a place far from others. There, I will await a quiet death.
This isn't someone accepting that they'll grow old. This is him refusing to grow old.
If this spreads, we'll have no more old people at all.
My existence is a burden for the many. My final duty is to end it myself. That is the highest service I can perform for the many. The path of reason must be followed to its end. See? Everybody's coming to the same thing. Well, I'm pointless. Might as well kill myself.
Pets consume precious resources and grant no tangible benefit to society. That's why I say we should throw them all back outside. It's only right.
I threw away my friend's entire pet beetle collection. They have been purged. This is all for the new order. But I want to keep my rhinostagros.
It's for the greater good. I got rid of my pet dog. An animal that requires looking after by a child is devoid of purpose. Seeking solace from animals is human vanity. It is void of meaning and worth. Animals must serve as sustenance or labor. Good lordy. Yes, consume food, distribute it, and perform assigned tasks. All food in the capital is now rationed. Everyone from the royal family to soldiers and the humblest of commoners must perform assigned work to receive food. It is orderly, fair, and guarantees just treatment. Order and fairness.
It was the height of foolishness for a low-born person like me to hold on to romantic fantasies about Prince Percival. I should seek a male companion suitable to my social status, and live a life free of pointless desire and pride. Form, beauty, appearance, all are superfluous. Reason dictates that I seek a biological partner, who lets me live my life with greater efficiency.
While what she's saying isn't technically wrong, it really creeps me out.
We are not individuals, we are but motes that make up the world. Remember that at all times. Good lordy. Flowers and other extravagance are distractions. Eliminate what is worthless. Everybody's gonna get naked in a second because clothing will serve no purpose either. We took advantage of the air of disaster to profit by selling food on the black market. We must atone for the sin. Yes, we must administer our own punishment. So, kill yourselves. Got it? Even children have tasks they can perform. We must serve the many. Spirits and other stimulating beverages are nothing but a poison to the many. They are worthless. Eliminate what is worthless. How's our dancer chick doing? I will now begin loading supplies for the Abbey. Understood. Begin task. Dispel doubt and confusion. Obey reason. You are a vessel for serving the many. Yes. Unaware as a Melic. Obey reason. Mumble. Whew. No, you guys are all on the loony bin. Maintain order.
Even the capital is silent as death.
Innominat's power did all of this. A god among gods.
Reason adores unnecessary action, but will that alone lead to progress? Questions like that are an affront to reason. You're right, but you would question reason? You're right, reason is the only way. I must obey. We have only to obey the great Empyrean Innominat. We shall serve as a shield for the people, as tools for the people.